Hello everyone and welcome to Flower Friday.
Hey there.
My name's Amanda.
I'm Sherry.
And we are the mother-daughter designers at Grace Monroe Home, where we help you transform the ordinary home into an extraordinary home.
That is right. And we are in the fall mood here, I guess. Not really, but we're going to make a fall wreath anyway.
Yeah. It's like 100 degrees here in Alabama, but we're going to be making a fall wreath today. So welcome everybody and thank y'all so much for joining us.
That is right. I hope y'all are doing well and staying cool as you can.
We're so glad to have you guys with us today. If you are watching us live, just type live in the comments. Let us know where you're watching us from. If you're watching on replay, just type replay in the comments and let us know as well where you are watching our video from.
That's right. And this wreath that we're going to be making is going to be a little different, and in that we're not going to use quite as many materials, and I think that's good.
Yeah, this is going to be a wreath that anybody can make.
Anybody can make it.
But it's going to be so pretty. So I'm really excited about this one.
Yep.
Hey, Doan, welcome.
Hey
Berlene, we're so glad you're with us today. Hey, Charlene and Sue.
Hello.
We're going to go ahead and let you know what we're working with today. So, I'm stuck over here.
Yeah.
So we've got a 14-inch grapevine wreath base.
That's right.
We have some beautiful florals that we're going to be using today.
And, you know, you see these little bouquets. A lot of times Michael's has them. You know, different places has them. And we're going to show you how to use these and make a wreath with them today. So we've got these that we're going to be using, as well as some hydrangeas. And that's all the flowers that we're going to use.
I love these bouquets, and I know you guys may have seen them too. Michael's always has them, and Hobby Lobby, and they're so pretty.
They are.
And a lot of times they'll have them for like half off.
Yes.
And, you know, a lot of times we'll think, well, what can we do with that? It's already got several, you know, different flowers in it. And so I'm really excited today because we're going to be using these, showing you, like she said, what you can do with these bouquets. So grab them when you find them on sale.
When you find them on sale, get them. And like we said, anybody can do this. Yeah. These are not going to be difficult to do. We do have some pretty fall leaves that we're going to be using that's got some little berries on it. And these look so pretty with these colors.
Oh, yeah.
And now we did get a few stems of hydrangeas that we're going to be using with these bouquets. So you will, you know, it depends on what size wreath you want to make, or if you wanted to buy, you know, several more of these, you could do that, just depending on what you want to do. But we decided to add some others. And then we've got some greenery that we're going to use. This will be the only actual, well, I guess you can call this greenery, the fall leaves. But this is the actually only greenery that we're going to use.
Hey, Nikki, welcome.
Hey there, Nikki.
So, and with this wreath, you can do it on any size grapevine. So you can even make this on a smaller 10-inch grapevine wreath base if you wanted to. Or, you know, if you want to do it, whatever, 24-inch, you could do that too. This is what's really great about this particular design.
Yes.
So we're going to go ahead.
You just buy that many, you know, bouquets. Now this one, we're going to be using 2 of these each. I think I said 2, didn't I? Yeah. 2 of these each in each one. And then we've each got like just a few, 2 or 3, I think, hydrangeas that we're going to use. And that's going to be it.
These are so pretty.
Aren't those pretty? I just love these. And then we do have our little hand-tied bow. This was just a really quick little 10-loop bow that we did here. And
with this bow, oh, I love this ribbon too. I want to show you guys this ribbon.
I do too.
Now this ribbon is from Vickerman. You can, if you cannot order wholesale, you can find them on Amazon. They have an Amazon store. And they have really great quality products. I love this ribbon. And so, like she said, we've got a hand-tied bow. This is 10 loops. These are what, 5-inch loops? 5-inch loops, and then a 12-inch tail.
Yes.
And that would fit the 14-inch grapevine that we're using. So you would adjust it based on the size of your grapevine. But I will attach a video showing you exactly how to make this bow.
Yep. So you don't need, I mean, you know, you can use your Bodabra if you got it. You know, you can use that. But if you don't have one, this is easy to make hand-tied. So don't let that stop you from doing this. You got yours undone?
Yeah, just about.
Alrighty.
They got it tied up pretty good here.
Yep. Well, I am going to go ahead and start it. I'm going to start with my hydrangeas. And yes, this is a little different. Most of the time I green the wreath first, but like I said, we're doing something different today. So this one, I'm going to cut these little things that are on the side. My hydrangea
stem. It came off the stem.
What? Oh, your head did? Yep. Look at there. I bet I just threw yours away because I threw one away, I think. So
I'm going to go ahead. I don't have my bow attached yet. I'm going to go ahead and attach it.
No, I think this was just the ends because that's not
probably
yours.
Over
so
here.
You got
here
yours.
It is.
Okay. I was like, I don't think I did it.
So when I attach these, the first thing you want to do is take your wreath, because all wreaths are created differently. We know that there's no two exactly alike. And I just move it around, and I'll kind of break off some of these extra stems if I need to. I'll cut some of those off. Move it around and find where I want my top and bottom to be, okay? Because it's not always completely even. This one is a little bit lopsided. But I always do that first so I can find the perfect spot to put my bow. Now this bow we're going to put up here at about 10 o'clock. And this is kind of a wide wreath, so I think I'm going to have to actually put it through the grapevine. So I'm going to put one wire right through the middle.
Yeah, in other words, she's not trying to go all the way around.
Not on this one because it's
too
it's
wide.
A wide grapevine wreath.
And it just makes your bow flop if you try to go all the way around if it is wide.
Now, if I have a thinner one, I will.
Yeah, a thin one you can do that, and you can get it tight enough.
And I'm just gonna twist it and tighten it here right around the grapevine. And like I said, it's about 10 o'clock on my wreath.
And I did want to say also that if you wanted to do the very same thing that we're going to do here with just hydrangeas, you could certainly do that. Just do a hydrangea wreath. Even if you wanted to do, different colors, you could do several different colors of hydrangeas and then put those all around. So don't think you have to use these little bouquets, but I think that it's a good thing to use. But we're going to start with our hydrangea. And this one we normally keep, and I am keeping my stem long, but I'm actually putting it in more at an angle, and these are going to be closer to the wreath base than we normally put them. So, let's see if I got that in good. Just like that.
So yeah, these stems, like she said, we're going to leave a little bit shorter. So I
they're going to be a little shorter than what we normally do.
Tracy, yes, the ribbon is the same, but it kind of looks a little different.
What?
Someone asked if our ribbons were both the same, and yes,
they are.
Yes, they are.
But there is another one. Yeah.
The funny thing is, we had started to make it in another color, and we didn't even realize that it was not.
Yeah, I was making it in one color, and she was making it in another, and we thought they were the exact same one until she started looking at it. She said, "This is different."
Yeah, I was like,
and we realized hers was actually orange, and mine's burgundy. So
we made another one.
Yeah.
So now they are the same.
Yes, they are. Now, and they still don't look the same, but they are.
Yeah, it's just the way the ribbon is.
Yeah. Okay, now I'm going to continue on around. We have had so many people ask us to do something a little easier to do that anybody could do. So that is our goal for this one.
The thing is, it's going to be beautiful. Nobody will even know it's that. No. I mean, they'll look at it and think, "Wow."
Yes, they're going to love it. So, and now I'm putting another rose in. I'm going to put another one of my big hydrangeas.
So where are we placing our hydrangeas? That may be...
Yes.
since they are more of our, let's see, we got it 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then at, what, 5 o'clock?
5 o'clock, yeah. And I'm going to have to pull this one out just a little more. There we go. You just want to make sure that all of your flowers are about the same level when you're doing one like this.
So y'all let us know what you are working on.
Yes.
Are you excited to start making your fall wreaths? Because y'all know, if you watched us for a while, you know fall is my favorite.
It's her favorite.
They are my favorite types of wreaths to make.
Not mine.
I love them.
I'm fine with it, but y'all know I love my spring and I love everything about it. And summer.
But yeah, it does feel a little...
But it is nice to be doing something a little different. I have to admit that.
Yeah. It does seem a little strange though, since it's so hot.
I know, when it's 100 degrees, it's hard to think about it. But, you know, that's the way it is. Now, if you are having trouble like getting them to be the same height, then you don't have to worry about it too much. You can fix all of that after you get everything around. So don't let that bother you too much.
And the thing is, like we tell you, you know, don't feel like you have to make it absolutely perfect.
No.
When we get all of our greenery, when we get everything in it, it's all going to come together just like it should.
Yep.
I love
I'm trying
these
to make
colors.
sure I've got my pattern right. Let's see. Yeah. Okay.
So let me know if y'all are like me and you like making fall wreaths, or if you just let us know what your favorite season is to make them. I love fall, but kind of a tie for Christmas too.
Oh yeah, now I do get excited over Christmas. We are Christmas fanatics.
Christmas people. Huh?
Yes, we are. Oops, I'm doing the wrong one. I got to do a rose. Yes, in fact, even today, my husband and I were discussing because you know, you may know that we've remodeled our house, and so we were discussing where we're gonna put what of our Christmas decorations and that kind of thing, because it's gonna have to be a little different. But I've got some good ideas, so I'm excited about it.
Yeah, Susan said, I love everything about fall.
Yep.
So I know
Who was
that? Susan
Chatterton, was it? Okay, a different Susan. Well, hello, Susan.
Now move that down just a little bit.
Okay.
And one of the great things about leaving your stems long, even though we're not leaving them quite as long as we normally do, they're still long. We're not putting them straight up on the wreath. And one of the reasons why is because then you can really just move them and maneuver them. So if you want them closer to the base, you can move them that way. But then if you want to pull them out, you can do that as well. So that's why I always think it's better to leave long.
Yes, it is.
And trim later than cut too short.
Cut too short, for sure. It definitely is. All right. Now up here where I've got my hydrangea up at the top, I'm gonna go. I think you already did put a rose on both sides of yours.
Oh, I did. I kind of did mine backwards, I think.
Hey, that's okay. That's what I was getting ready to do, so that's okay. Okay, so now I've got all the flowers that I'm going to put in mine. For right now, I've got a few hydrangeas and 1 rose left, and that will just depend on the size of your wreath and the shape of it and that kind of thing, because you just never know, because they can be 14 inches and you can get 5 of them, and every one of them will be different, so you just never know.
You never know.
So now I'm going to put some of my pretty colorful fall leaves, and these actually came from Walmart. Oops, that one's missing a top. Now look, this one is missing a top, but I don't want to waste this, so all I do is bend down that top, since it's actually missing the berries or something, and then just squeeze it together, and that's going to keep anything from falling off, and that way you can still use it. So you just don't want to lose any of your stuff. So, but yes, this, and that one's missing a top too. I've got several that are.
I like these though, they're cute.
They are, they really are. So I'm just going to bend that down too. I try very hard not to waste anything.
Not if we can help it.
That's right.
I even keep my little stems.
Yep.
If I have good stems, I will save them.
We save them. That's exactly right.
They make really good glue stirs.
Yep. Yep. Whatever
and
you
all
need.
kinds of things.
That's exactly right.
And I will say that for those of you who may be new to our channel, we do use a glue skillet.
Yes.
If you don't have a glue skillet, that is okay. You do want to use hot glue, but you could use a glue gun for sure.
Yes, you could.
Now, the glue skillet will change your life.
It will. If you don't have a glue skillet, be considering that, because, and if you do want to make, even if you're just making your own wreaths, or, you know, if you're doing that, it's just such a help. So, so we can't say that enough. Okay, now I'm just going to sprinkle these in between my flowers. If I can get it in that. Let me cut this off a little more.
And if you wanted to use extra berries,
yes,
you could. I think this would be really pretty.
It would. With
a bunch of fall berries in it.
That's really, you know, your preference. There's all kinds of things you could do with this. So you can just make it your own.
So we're just going around the outside, adding our leaves here.
Yep. And I'm just kind of skipping a few here and there just to make sure that I've got enough to go all the way around.
But it really adds something. I like the leaves.
It does.
If you just had regular fall leaves, you could use that also.
Yes, you could. And I'm going to make sure, because this is one thing that I completely believe with all my heart. You've got to put something on both sides of your bow. So I'm going to go ahead now and put something up under my bow, and that's going to help all of my little loops stay where they need to stay, just like that. Oops, that's the, I thought I had the tag in there.
I don't think I cut mine out either.
Yeah.
Place one there.
That off a little bit. Just kind of skipping around just to make sure that I've got
this is turning
enough.
So y'all let us know what you've been doing today in the comments, or if you have big plans for the weekend. I have spent the day getting my daughter's hair, both of them,
both of them,
back to blonde, because they had turned green from from the swimming. They had a swimming party last night, and well, they didn't wash it out. They should have, but
Yeah.
It was really late when we got home. And they went to bed, and then they woke up with green hair this morning.
Yes,
so
they did.
That
was yeah. And they had to run over to show me, and I mean they had green hair.
My 8-year-old, she woke up this morning and she was like brushing her hair. She's like, "Mom, is my hair green?"
Yeah, she didn't know what to think about that.
So that was fun.
Yeah.
Been working all day
trying to get the green out of their hair.
We've got most of it, but if y'all have tips, let me know in the comments. We've tried lemon juice, baking soda. So if you know anything else, let me know in the comments.
Anything that you know that would help.
Oh yeah. I like the way this is turning out.
Yeah, I do too. Simple but pretty. Okay, I'm gonna start putting my greenery. Oops, I got one more. Let me put this one in somewhere. Right in these two. There we go. So now I'm going to put my greenery. And this is just eucalyptus that we actually got this. Where did I get this? Sullivan Gifts. But that is a wholesale only place. So you can get the same exact, almost. The color is just a little different, but you can get it from Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, and actually Walmart has some that's similar
Yes,
too.
they do.
I don't know if all Walmarts have them, but ours
does. That's exactly right. So any kind of eucalyptus would work. You're just gonna be sprinkling this around. And see, this is definitely something that, like I said, anybody, oops, I dropped it. Anybody can do this. You know, you don't have to have ever made a wreath before. In fact, my little granddaughters have been wanting to make something, and I may just let them make something like this with us, because it would not be too hard for them. But yet it makes a big statement.
I have one of those wreaths, and if y'all make wreaths a lot, you know what I'm talking about. I have one of those grapevine wreaths that the gaps are extra large between the
yes.
grapevine, so I'm having to take it out and re-glue it several times, just because I want to make sure my stuff is in there.
Yeah, I tease her about that all the time.
So.
But you can bet that if you get one that she has made, the stuff will never come out.
Well, that's how I like it.
And that's the way it should be, yes.
That it's in there and it's in there forever.
Yep.
So that's why I'm taking it out and re-gluing if I see that it's kind of loose.
Yep.
I do not like the thought of things falling out.
No.
Linda, we use Stanley wire cutters.
Yes.
Stanley 8-inch. They can sometimes be a little hard to find, but we also use the Irwin.
Yes, those
so
are
if
good
you can't
too.
find Stanley, I get Irwin. They're great too. I use those at
Just
home.
make sure to get a good pair of real wire cutters. The floral things, they just don't work.
Yeah, if you have those pink floral ones, just throw them out.
Throw them in the trash.
Throw them in the trash, and then go to like Lowe's or Home Depot, or even Walmart, I think has them in some Walmarts, and go to the tool section and get you a pair of Stanley or Irwin. I mean, I'm sure there's other brands that will work just as good. But
now I'm just making sure I've got it.
I haven't even started adding my greenery yet.
Oh, you haven't added
Not yet,
it?
because I was re-gluing some things in to make sure
they were
where I wanted them, where they needed to be. So I think she's ahead of me, but I'm just going around with my greenery.
Right. Whoops, that one's trying to fall apart a little bit. There we go. Now, I've got a few, I have a little bit left over, and I've got a few little places that I need, and that was the reason that I saved these. I'm going to bring this one right in here just to make it full down here in the bottom.
Now, I actually really like having the fall eucalyptus in there. I like the pop of green. Yes. I think it makes it look more like, you know, nature. But if you just wanted to use all fall leaves, you could.
Yes.
You know, it's just personal preference.
That is right. Now, I've got one little rose left, so I am going to put this behind my bow where I've got those leaves. Now, if you have gone around your wreath and you don't have any flowers left, then just add your greenery and that's good. That's all you need.
And of course, you can do this in whatever color combination you want.
Yep.
We're going more for the gold tones today, but if you wanted to do, you know, I mean, whatever color.
Any color.
And really, you don't even have to make this in fall.
No,
colors.
You could do this in any color that you chose. Yeah. It would be, you know, great as a spring wreath. Just use a pretty spring ribbon and go with spring colors, because you know these places, Hobby Lobby and Michael's, they have the little bouquets all seasons, you know, so you can get those any time.
This is where I'm at so far on mine. Still adding the greenery in.
Yep. And I have gotten mine, I believe, where I want it. I'm just still kind of playing with it. And this is what I was talking about doing, you know, that you put them all in and then you can kind of pull them around to be where you want them to be, as long as you leave your stems long enough to be able to do that. That's why you never cut them all the way off, because you want those to be, you want them to be able to move them around.
And I know that is a mistake that I used to make a lot.
Yes, lots of people
when I first started making wreaths.
Yep.
I cut them really short and then stuck it straight to the grapevine.
Yep.
And if you do that,
I think
no
everybody
shame.
starts out that way. Yes.
Because I did. But I'm so glad now that I leave them longer, because it really does make a difference.
It does.
It just makes it so much. It really makes it easier for you in the end.
It does.
Because you don't have to really use as much. And
and you don't have to take them out and reposition them, because you can just reposition them, you know, on the wreath, because you've left your stems long enough to move them around.
So, last greenery.
Yep.
I've got here.
And now I've got stems in the back, as you see, so I'll just go back and I make sure I've got the flat part of my wire cutters up against my wreath, and then I just cut off any stems that are poking through the back. And that way we don't scratch any doors or anything like that.
And of course you want to fluff your bow, because it's going to
it's going to get mashed.
But it is good to go ahead and put it on first. I do think, especially with this type of wreath. Definitely. It helps you get everything where you want it.
Exactly.
But, you know.
Now, if you wanted to do something a little different, what you could do is instead of putting your bow here, you could fill it all the way in with flowers, and then you could take a piece of your ribbon and make a loop and tie it so that you can hang it from the loop of ribbon, and then you could make a bow on top of that, if that makes sense. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, but you wouldn't want the bow. You would do that
instead of the bow. Yes, the bow would be up here, and you'd be hanging it from the bow. So there's all kinds of things you can do.
But this is just one of those wreaths that I really think.
And as you see, she had, you know, we had both 14-inch wreaths, but you can see that mine's smaller because it's all in what shape and all of that your wreath is. So they say 14 inches, but...
Well, I had one of those weird, strange...
They're all different.
Funky kind of wreaths.
Yes.
But, you know what? Like I said, don't waste. I use it.
That's right. That's right.
Now, it may be like the last one I use in the bunch, but I'm going to use it because I'm not going to
That's right. We keep pushing it aside until it's, you know, we're down there, but then we have to use it.
You know, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
But I just love these.
There you go. These are easy. And like we said, anybody can do this. Anybody can.
Yeah.
I promise you. And there's all kinds of things that you could do with it. You know, you could, like we said, you could do it in all different color combinations. So y'all try this.
Yeah. Well, guys, I hope y'all have enjoyed this. I will link the bow tutorial for you guys. So look in the comments both on Facebook and YouTube. I'll link that in the comments for you. And this is just a fun, sweet, really pretty fall wreath.
Yep, it is.
And Jackie, the greenery is from, let's see, the greenery was from, oh, you know what? I still have the tag here. I didn't take my tag off. The greenery's from Walmart.
Yes,
no. The leaves
are from Walmart. The greenery is from SullivanGifts.com.
And I actually realized that it's called magnolia.
It's called magnolia leaf. Yeah, yeah.
So
they don't really look too much like magnolia leaves to me, but that's what Walmart calls it. So, well, I guess that one kind of does. Some of them do. But there you go. And the ribbon was from Vickerman's.
But any kind of plaid.
Any kind of fall, yes.
Would work fine. I mean, you can find it at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, anywhere like that.
Yep. For sure.
All right, guys. Well, we thank y'all so much for joining us today for Flower Friday. We're always so happy when you guys hop on. Those of you who are watching live, we appreciate it. We're live every Friday at 4 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. So
you never know what we'll do, so you need to come on and see.
Come and hang out with us next week.
That's right.
And if you're watching us on YouTube, if you will click the subscribe button and click that little notification. Actually, we've got another new video this week that was just posted on our YouTube channel, and it's not on Facebook, it's just on YouTube, so y'all go and watch that. And it's this really fun flower wreath, and we used an 8-inch metal frame to make that. It's really neat how it's made. So you guys go and check that out if you have not seen that one already.
And that's right. Y'all do that. And if you are watching on Facebook and you go watch that one on YouTube, make sure to subscribe to it.
Yeah.
Because we'd love to have you do that.
Well, we thank y'all so much for joining us today, and I hope that you have a wonderful weekend.
Bye, y'all.
Bye,
Stay
guys.
cool.